.com is critical for radio advertising. If you're considering advertising your website on the radio, in newspapers, or in any other offline advertising media, owning a .com website or URL address is not an option, it's a necessity. Leave the .net, .org, .name, .tv, and all the other suffixes for somebody else. In a recent radio marketing campaign, the importance of a .com URL became very apparent, and this was a very big eye-opening experience. Here's the story. I own iClickAcademy.com and iClickAcademy.ca. I recently decided to try running a radio advertising campaign just for the Canadian site, for the .ca site, but not the international one, the .com. So I chose a local radio station so I could test the market and the medium. It also allowed me to hear my ad and monitor the frequency it was being played. The radio ad was written and produced by the local radio station in my test market, and it ran for 3 weeks. At the end of the campaign, the statistics were shocking. The .ca website had received 45 hits, and the .com website received 47 hits. Now if we look at the results and ignore the fact that the radio campaign was a complete flop, you'll notice that the .com site got more hits than the .ca site, even though the .com site was not being advertised. This was shocking for this newbie offline advertiser. So why did it happen? Well, when people hear a domain name on the radio, they have to write it down or remember it. Either way, half the people get it wrong and assume they heard the .com. This was a frightening statistic that I hadn't even considered when I started the advertising campaign, but a very good lesson in offline advertising and psychology. After doing some research, it turns out that even if you advertise a .ca or other suffix in the newspapers, magazines, or other print media, people still type in the .com address simply because it's the default suffix. In short, if you own a domain that's not a .com and you're promoting on the radio, in newspapers or magazines or in any offline media, you're sending the .com domain owner lots of free traffic. Now that's great for the other guy, not so good for you. For more free marketing advice, visit www.iclickacademy.com/blog.